Hello everyone, my name is Shishir Das and I am going to tell you an extensive plan to complete the electronic devices subject by using GDPD course. And in this planning, I am going to tell you everything about this electronic device and subject, about the syllabus, about the preparation strategy, how to prepare the things that is tougher in this subject, how to prepare the things that is easier in this subject, everything. College going students, how they will prepare the subjects, and office going, that is job persons, how to prepare the subject, everything I am going to tell you. So, one by one I am telling you the things. So, please grasp the things so that you can complete the subject by using the GDPD course with a good preparation strategy. That is what I need from you. So, here I am starting from previous year paper analysis. As we know that every exam, whatever competitive exam we are going to appear, the preparation should be started from the analysis of previous year question paper. So, here the previous year question paper that I am going to analyze is the previous year GATE papers, which is asked in 1987 to 2019. I have an extensive analysis of the question paper, and from that question paper analysis we are going to get the things, bits and bytes, everything from each and every topic of this electronic device and subject. Student, I think you are aware of the books that is published by this GATE Academy publications, and this book is this one. And I have taken an analysis from this book only, and from this book only I am going to tell you the things that was asked in 1987 to 2019, so that we can have a good analysis of the question paper and what are the marks that is given in the previous year question paper on this particular subject, that is electronic device and circuits. So, here I want to tell you the average marks that was asked in previous 20 years GATE papers. So, here we have the analysis of the question paper from 1987 to 2019, and I have taken the average marks of this 32 years question paper. So, in this 32 years question paper, if you take the average mark of EDC, electronic device and circuits, in this EC branch, I analyzed that we have the average marks of 10.5 marks we can have in this electronic device and circuits every year. And if you have this particular 10.5 marks in this every year, that means it consists of 10% of total marks that we have in EC branch. So, this is very important subject, and this is the core subject of your EC branch subject, that is electronic devices. I think you must be aware of this thing. And if you see the topic wise analysis in electronic devices and circuits, we know that we have 6 topics that has been fabricated or bifurcated, and according to this particular topic we have certain number of questions in this 32 years question paper, and the questions that we have to analyze, because without analyzing the previous year's question or without solving the previous year's question, we do not have an extensive idea that what we are going to get in the paper of 2020 and 2021. So, to get a fixed idea, or we can say a good idea of previous year question paper is necessary, so that we can have a built in mind, so that we can build certain things in mind that we are going to get this type of question in this particular topic. So, we have the basic semiconductor physics, that is the first unit, and in this first unit we have 53 questions in the previous year question paper, and if you analyze or solve these 53 questions in this first topic, so then only we can get an idea that what we have to leave in this particular topic, what we have to analyze in a good form in this topic, everything we are going to get if you solve this 53 question. And in my GDPD course, of course, I am going to get you everything. That means if we are having 53 questions, I will give you approximately 40 questions analysis, so that we can have a good analysis of the questions. Because only 40 questions, why I have choose this particular question number? The reason is that some of the questions are mixed one, or some of the questions are matched with the previous year question paper. So, I have taken the questions which is necessary to analyze, that is what I am going to take in the GDPD courses. So, next one is PN junction diode. In this PN junction diode, we have 45 questions that was asked in previous year 32-year question paper. So, if you have a good analysis of this 45 question, then we can get the necessary formulas, the necessary concepts, everything, and what we have to leave and what we have to study to get a good marks in the GATE exam, that is necessary. So, we are having only 45 question. Among these 45 question, I am trying to cover the question that is different from each other, and in this particular GDPD course, approximately I will take 37 to 36 questions that has been analyzed extensively for you to get an understanding of the concept, and in addition to get a particular formula that was being asked repeatedly in the question paper. And in the third unit, that is the BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor of this particular electronic devices subject, we have 28 questions, and approximately I will give you the analysis of whole 28 question in my GDPD courses, so that we can get an extensive idea of formulas, concepts, so that you can get a good marks and have a good analysis of previous year question paper. That is very necessary to get a good marks. And in FET, that consists of JFET and MOSFET both, but you should understand that the JFET part is removed from your question paper or your syllabus from the GATE. So, if you take the analysis of the MOSFET part, then the MOSFET also, JFET and MOSFET consist of 78 questions. Such a huge number of questions we have. So, if you analyze these 78 questions in during the preparation of your electronic devices question, then definitely I am assuring you that you can get a good marks and a proper analysis of this particular topic, that is MOSFET, which is taking as a very toughest part of this particular syllabus. So, if it is toughest, then we have 78 questions, and if you solve, if you analyze, if you do, if you remember the concepts behind this 78 questions, then definitely you can get a good score and good analysis during the GATE examination paper, paper. Then we have the IC technology. This IC technology, of course, we have very less question, but this part has to be analyzed properly, because it is a theoretical part, and we cannot leave any of the question from this particular topics, because if you leave one of the question, your marks definitely get reduced from 10.5 to 8.5 like this. So, if you want to get total 10.5 marks in the GATE examination in this electronic device and subject, definitely we have to analyze or understand each and every topic. And this IC technology is very easiest topic that is inside this subject, electronic device and circuits. So, do not leave this topic, because it will definitely give you 1 or 2 marks in your electronic device and circuits subject. So, you should take only 13 questions we have to analyze, and by analyzing this 13 question, if you are going to get a good marks in the GATE, or going to get 1 or 2 marks in the GATE examination, that is very good, and it will definitely boost up your score in the GATE examination. And at last, we are having special diodes. In special diodes, we have 18 questions, and I want to tell you that this special diode is very easy to understand. And in this special diodes, you should remember that we have to analyze only 3 diodes, that is light emitting diode and solar cell and photodiode. These 3 diodes we have to analyze extensively, and if we have analyzed these 3 diodes, we have to solve only 18 questions to get a analysis of previous year question paper. So, if you analyze fully all these things, all these questions, all these question papers, then definitely we have a good we can say the analysis of the previous things that was asked in the GATE, and this analysis will definitely give you certain clues, and these clues will help you to predict some questions, some formulas and some concepts that are going to be asked in a 2020 and 2021 question paper, and that is the main thing that you need to get a good score in the GATE examination. And after the analysis of the question paper, I want to tell you how to prepare this electronic device and subjects, and how to plan this electronic devices subject. If you are dropper and if you are having some job or if you are having, if you are a college going student. So I have an extensive plan, and this plan also I have attached in my this video in the form of PDF for a month, so that you can get a good plan how to prepare the subject, that is electronic device and subject, which is approximately 90 hours. We can see here, which is approximately 90 hours in my GDPD course. So that means I have taught you in this GDPD course approximately 90 hours. In this 90 hours, I have completed your whole syllabus with some questions, concepts and formulas, everything. So we have to divide the 90 hours in two different plans, and those two different plans is for dropper batch and the job and college going students. Because if you are taking the college going students or job students, they have to go for their job or college for 8 hours a day, and they have the time only in the morning and evening time they have to prepare by using these GDPD courses. So, but for dropper students, they have full day time to prepare by using these GDPD courses. So I have two different plans for you, one planning for the droppers and one plan for the job going student. And before planning this one, I want to tell you that we have 90 hours of courses of electronic device and circuits among this among all the subjects that we have in electronics engineering branch. And this dropper batch we have daily, we can study. I think those who are dropper batch, they can study for 7 to 8 hours a day. And if they are preparing 7 to 8 hours a day, I want to suggest them that they should have to prepare 5 hours by using the videos, that is either in GD form or PD form, and they should prepare 2 hours for the key points, the notes. I will tell you how to prepare the notes also. So for preparing the key points or the notes, they need, I can say they need 2 hours every day. So 5 and 6, 7, I have taken, this is total 7 hours and 1 hour for buffer, because someone among you will be having the speed, low speed, and someone among you having the grasping speed that is faster than others. So depends upon that one, I have taken 1 hours of buffer. So we can study by using GDPD course. That means you can watch the GD or either PD 5 hours a day, and you should have to prepare 2 hours notes, so that you can have a extensive notes of yourself that can be used by you only, and that can be used for the revision also. So that's why total in a day you have to study 7 hours, and it is the 7-hour study plan per day. This is for the dropper only. So if your course is of 90 hours, then you should need number of days, that is the 18 days, which is equal to 5 into 18, and 2 hours preparation per day, that is 2 into 18. So you should need to complete this electronic device subject. See here, only 18 days, within 18 days you can complete this subject. And if you take some buffer, then 20 days is enough to complete the subject if you are from the dropper batch, that we can study daily 7 to 8 hours. So total hours that you are needed to complete this subject with your notes and with your video, watching video hours, then we have 126 hours. In 126 hours, among this 190 hours can be used for the watching videos, and the rest of the hours can be used for writing notes and grasping the things, everything. So within 126 hours, which is within 18 days, we can complete the subjects. So that is very good plan. So you should plan accordingly for the dropper batch. If you are a job or college going students, then 8 hours we have to devote for your job or college, and remaining hours can be used if you properly manage the things and properly manage your days. Then remaining hours can be used for preparation of your electronic device and subjects. And daily morning 2 hours you can get, and morning 2 hours from 6 to 8. After this, I think approximately 10 to 10:30 we have to reach to your college or your office. So I have given only 6 to 8, that is 2 hours daily morning preparation, and evening you can have the 3 hours, 7 to 10, that is enough, because after coming to the coming from the college or after coming from the job, definitely you will get saturated for your because of your days working, and you can give only after resting, you can give only 3 hours per day. And if you are giving in this way, daily you are giving per day 5 hours for preparation of our electronic devices subjects, and total days that we need, that is 18 days, and 9 days for the notes. And total, if you are planning accordingly this one, because you are giving 5 hours per day, so for watching video you need 18 days, and for writing notes we need 9 days. So if you are planning accordingly, I have taken 2 hours for writing notes per day, and 18 days for the watching videos, that is from the GD or either PD. So total days that we need, if you are a college going students, to complete the subject is 27 days. Within 27 days you can complete your subject, and 3 days for buffer. For those students, those who are not getting properly, or their grasping power is less, then they will buffer the things, and they can take 3 days. So total, within 1 month we can complete the electronic device and subjects, electronic device subject. So these are the planning, and according to this we can plan. If you are a dropper, we have to plan accordingly. If you are a job or college going student, then we have to plan accordingly. So this is an extensive planning. I have attached one PDF of a particular month, in which I will write everything, that how to prepare the things within an hour. We can have these things on the screen also. I think you can see this thing on the screen also. In screen I have attached a month planning, how to prepare the subject electronic device within a month by using GD-PD course. So this is very important if you are purchasing our course from our GATE Academy group. So the most important thing after doing all these things is revision. So the question that was asked frequently while any student is doing revision is that, sir, when to do the revision and how to do the revision? So I am going to answer both of these things. If you are preparing electronic device and subject, so if you have completed basic semiconductor physics first, this is the first unit, and if you have completed this, then after completing this, I think that you must revise one time, that what are the concepts, what are the key points, and what are the theories that is very important to solve the question, that is the 53 questions of this particular topic. So before starting next particular topic of this electronic device subject, you must revise your things properly and write the things in your revision book properly after completing this particular unit. So if you want to prepare a revision book, if you are preparing a revision book extensively for this particular subject, so I must suggest that you must prepare a revision book, that is the revision notebook. So if you are preparing a revision notebook, you do not prepare revision notebook in between this particular basic semiconductor physics topic. You must complete this topic first, and after completing this topic and the questions from this topic, you must prepare your revision notebook, and you should write in this revision notebook. What you should write? You should write the concepts, the important concepts, the key points I can say, and in addition to this you should write the formulas and the question that is being twisted, and you are not going to get those questions at one appearance. So if you are writing those questions and the key points of those questions, then directly we can correlate the concept or the formulas with that questions. So you should write the three things. The three things are, you should write the key points of the concept. So you should write the key points of the concept, and you should write the formula that is related to solve the question, and you should write the question also, so that you can directly correlate, or we can give the reference if you are having a different notebook which is nothing but the question solving notebook. This is the second book, question solving book. So if you have if you are revising the things, then by using this question reference, we can directly refer the question which is given in this question book, and directly we can analyze the things properly. So, get the clear cut concept of the things. So, you should do this thing after completing the first unit, and then you should start the second unit, that is PN junction diode, because every unit will have a certain mark. To get the certain mark in this particular unit, your concept should be clear, your formula should be clear, and this can be done if you have properly revised the things. And if you are revising, revising the things, so I have already told you, after completing each unit you should revise, and for revision you have to plan properly. So, you should give 3 hours for a particular revision planning, and that 3 hours can be taken from the buffer days of your particular subject. So, 3 hours we have to give after completing each unit. So, for each unit, so I am written here, after completing each unit you should think properly in your mind that what I have studied in this unit, what are the key points, what are the formulas, what are the concept, everything we have to analyze. And after completing the subject, so every topic we have completed, and we have given 3 hours after completing this one. Here we have given 3 hours for revision, here we are giving 3 hours for revision, and every 3 hours we have given. So, total we have 3 total, we have given 18 hours for the revision part also, and after completing the whole things we have to revise the things, because I think after completing the 6th unit we may have we might have forgot the first unit. So, we have to revise the things, everything that we have seen in electronic device and subject, and we can give 1 day for the revision, 1 day for revision. So, this is the completion of your syllabus. So, each topic has been revised, and after completing each topic, whole syllabus of this electronic device has been revised. And in the month of January, we have to again revise the things, because when we have seated in a GATE examination room, we have to remember each and every subject formulas, key concepts within these 3 hours duration. And the question that we are going, is going to appear in your screen is not from a particular subject in a sequence. It will you are going to get in your screen different subjects at different particular sequence. So, if we have proper revision and formula, then only we can get the formula and concepts within second in your mind in the 3 hours duration. If you are not getting, then you will take more hours to solve, more minutes to solve a particular question. And if you are taking more time to solve a particular question, then you can be able to solve less number of question in 3 hours duration. If you are solving less number of question in 3 hours duration, then definitely your score and your marks will get reduced. So, if you are doing the revision planning in this way, then only you can get the or remind the things within a second, and if you are remind the things within a second, then only you can able to solve more number of question in the 3 hours duration during the examination of GATE. So, you should have to revise once again in the month of January, and you should have to complete your whole syllabus of electronics branch within November or December month. And after completing your whole syllabus, if you are in the month of January, you should have to revise the things, and you should have to give a full length test. Then only you can get a good marks in the GATE examination. So, you should use this GDPD course properly if you plan accordingly. So, every planning will need some determination within inside. So, if you are determined to get a good score, then you should have to plan, and if you are planning the things, you should have to properly execute the things. If you are not executing the things, then you cannot be able to get good marks in the GATE examination. So, this is the revision, how to revise the things. And after this one, how to prepare notes for electronic device. Some of the things I already told you, and I have written some of the things here. So, you should write the key points, because many times the student asked me, sir, if we have purchased the course and we are watching the course in your video, then how to write the notes? I have to write the whole things that you are telling, or I have to write the certain key points. So, do not write the definitions. Definition will not be asked in the GATE examination. So you should have to write the key points, and for writing the key points, we have to analyze the question paper, what are the key points necessary. So for analyzing the question paper, we have to solve, first we have to watch the video of basic semiconductor physics, complete the unit, the first unit of this electronic device and circuits, then only we have to analyze the question paper, and after analyzing the question paper, then you should write the revision book or revision book. And in this revision book, we have the key points only and concepts only that is necessary for solving the questions. So you should not write the whole things. So watch the video, watch the key points, and write the key points in your normal book. First of all, write the key points in your normal book. Don't write the definitions. Don't write the things that is not necessary. Understand the concept. Go inside the concept. Go depth of the concept. I will tell you how to go, how to analyze the things, everything in this GDPD course. But when you are writing your own revision book or even your own notebook, you should only write the key points, because the GATE examination, they will ask the questions in a twisted form. They will ask the numericals, measure the 70% of your electronic device course consists of the numericals. So they will ask the numericals only. So you should analyze the things, and that's why I have given you the first thing that you have to analyze is your question paper. So if you are studying for the first time, then you should understand or watch the things that are present in the GDPD course. Watch the first unit, solve the question, then start writing the key points and the concepts that are necessary for solving the question and understanding the concept. So important formula you should write, and related question that already I tell you, you should write the related question that is conceptually good, and you think that these questions, if I appeared second time, then I might commit some mistake. So that question we have to analyze again and again. So this is the way by which we can use properly your GDPD courses. Otherwise, if you have purchased without any proper planning, then this is the waste thing for you. So this is very good and extensive course material I have designed for you, and if you have proper planning for preparation of GATE examination, then only you can grasp the things, and then only we can you may think that your amount is not wasted. Okay. So this is the way by which we have to plan. Among these things, many of the students will have certain comments, certain questions. You can write those questions in my comment box, and some of the students may have the doubt that which book we have to refer for completing this electronic device and circuit subject. So I want to tell you, you don't need any book. You simply watch my video, and by watching that video, you can get the extensive things of all those books that is said to be the textbook of the electronic device and subject, electronic device subject. So we should think in that way that this video is enough. This video is enough. The question that I am going to give you is enough. Everything is enough. If you want to get some more concept, or if you want to analyze the things in more deep way, then only you need some textbooks. So I will give you the textbook also, the name of the textbook also, but that is in the comment section, because I think that if you are preparing by using my GDPD course, you don't need any textbook. So this GDPD course is enough. If you are purchasing this one, then you may prepare very well for your GATE examination of 2020 or 2021. So all the best students, and thank you for watching this video.